Alright, now let me show you how to display a rounded image like this. By default, in Xamarin Forms, we cannot display rounded images, and we need a plugin for that. If you simply search for Image Circle plugin in Google, you will find this GitHub page. Here you can find the instructions on how to use this plugin. It's pretty straightforward. First, we need to add the plugin via NuGet. Now note this NuGet address, xam.plugins.forms.imagecircle. So I'm just going to copy this. Now in Xamarin Studio or Visual Studio, we need to add this plugin via NuGet to every project in our solution. So once in the PCL or Portable Class Library, add NuGet packages. Now I paste the address that I copied. And here's the Image Circle plugin. So select, add to project. And we repeat this with each application project. Now in each application project, we have a class that bootstraps our application. In iOS, it's AppDelegate. Let's have a look. So here we have a method called finishedLaunching. And in this method, we have 3 lines. And the first line, we have a call to forms.init. And this basically kickstarts Xamarin Forms. Next, we have a call to load application method. And as the argument, we have an instance of the app class. This is the app class that we have in the Portable Class Library. And finally, we have a call to base.finishedLaunching method. So nothing fancy here, it's just boilerplate code to kickstart our application for iOS. Now, after the call to the init method, we need to call ImageCircleRenderer.init. Let's resolve the namespace. So this class is defined in ImageCircle.forms.plugins.ios. Now for Android, here we have main activity. Again, we have similar code. You see a call to forms.init, and then we load the application. So if you want to support Android, again, here you need to call ImageCircleRenderer.init. Now with Windows projects, if you open app.xaml.c#, somewhere in the middle, you see the call to forms.init. Again, after this line, you need to call ImageCircleRenderer.init. Alright, once you initialize ImageCircle plugin, then in a given XAML file, let's say you want to use ImageCircle. First, you need to add an XML namespace declaration because you want to use a type or an element that is defined somewhere else. So XML namespace : we give it a prefix like IC for ImageCircle. Now here I'm going to go back in the documentation. I'm going to copy this line. So this is just a namespace and the assembly in which our circle image type is defined. So copy and paste it here. Now, instead of using an image element, we use circle image. So IC : and look, IntelliSense is picking up circle image. Now, there are a few properties we need to set here. And these are the requirements by circle image. We need to set the width request. And I'm going to set this to 100. This is just an arbitrary number. It doesn't matter what you use. But what matters is that you use the same value for height request. So height request, 100. Next, you need to set the aspect to aspect fill. And again, you can find this in the documentation for this plugin. Next, we set the source. And again, just like before, you can use a URI, a local file in each application project, or if you want to embed an image in the Portable Class Library, you need to use your custom markup extension. Now for simplicity, I'm going to use a URI. So http://placekitten.com. This is another image placeholder service. Now here we specify a size, 400 by 300. Now finally, for the purpose of this demonstration, I want to put this image in the middle of the screen. So horizontal options, center. Vertical options, center. Now let's look at the result. And here's our circle image. Beautiful.